In the small, desolate town of Ravenswood, nestled amidst dense forests and mist-shrouded mountains, an eerie stillness gripped the night. The residents whispered of an ancient curse that lingered in the air, whispering malevolent secrets to those who dared to listen. It was a place where shadows danced in sinister delight, and the darkness held secrets darker than the abyss itself. Amidst the town stood an old, dilapidated mansion, its time-worn facade casting a haunting presence over the landscape. It was rumored to be haunted, its halls echoing with the tortured souls of its past inhabitants. Few dared to approach it, but those who did spoke of whispers that seemed to emanate from its very walls. On a moonless night, a group of adventurous teenagers gathered around a flickering campfire, their faces illuminated by its faint glow. Among them was Sarah, a curious soul with a penchant for the unknown, and her friends, Jake, Emily, and Ben. Tales of the haunted mansion had piqued their interest, and fueled by youthful bravado, they decided to investigate its mysteries. Armed with nothing but flashlights and nerves of steel, they ventured into the depths of the forest, the darkness swallowing them whole. The trees loomed overhead like ancient sentinels, their twisted branches reaching out to ensnare the unwary. The air grew thick with foreboding, and a sense of unease settled over the group like a shroud. As they approached the mansion, a chill wind swept through the trees, sending shivers down their spines. The mansion loomed before them, its windows like empty eyes staring into their souls. With trembling hands, Sarah pushed open the creaking door, and they stepped into the darkness within. The air was stale and musty, filled with the scent of decay. Shadows danced across the walls, their movements fluid and unnatural. Sarah led the way, her footsteps echoing through the empty halls as they explored the abandoned rooms. They found themselves in a grand ballroom, its once opulent furnishings now draped in cobwebs and dust. A grand piano stood in the corner, its keys beckoning to be played. Emily approached it tentatively, her fingers trembling as she reached out to touch the keys. As her fingers brushed against the keys, a haunting melody filled the air, the notes echoing through the empty halls. But beneath the music, they could hear something else. A soft, sinister laughter that sent chills down their spines. Terrified, they fled from the ballroom, their hearts pounding in their chests. But no matter where they ran, the mansion seemed to twist and turn, its corridors leading them deeper into its dark heart. They stumbled upon a hidden staircase, its steps worn with age. With trepidation, they descended into the depths below, the air growing colder with each passing moment. At the bottom of the staircase, they found themselves in a dimly lit chamber, its walls adorned with strange symbols and sigils. As they approached the center of the room, they saw a figure standing in the shadows, its form obscured by darkness. It spoke to them in a voice that chilled them to the bone, promising them power beyond their wildest dreams in exchange for their souls. But Sarah refused to be swayed by its words, her courage bolstered by the love she felt for her friends. With a defiant cry, she banished the shadowy figure back into the darkness from whence it came, breaking the curse that had plagued Ravenswood for centuries. As the first light of dawn broke through the windows of the mansion, Sarah and her friends emerged into the light, their faces pale but triumphant. The curse had been lifted, and peace had returned to Ravenswood once more. But as they looked back at the mansion one last time, they couldn't shake the feeling that something lingered in the shadows, waiting to be unleashed once more. And so, they vowed to keep its secrets buried, lest the darkness consume them all.